Unfortunately, some of the time,
You have it.
the man will wake up with it as he does. And there's the ISO. So, Easty.
Root for the 7, everybody. Root for the 7.
Wow.
What a flop.
And here we go.
What a flop. 7, 8, 9 flop, 2 diamonds. Mini. Jack 6 of diamonds. Open-ended flush draw. And Mark with the overpair.
Yeah, so this is
Open-ender.
going to be a fun one, Tower. I like decision for Mark to check once we get here. 4.5k from Midi to 13. May just go with it here, Tower, with what's in the pot. Let's go for the all-in. Snap from Midi.
And off we go. 3 hearts turn no good. And neither is the 9. Mark, Mr. Chips stays in front. And champion from about an hour ago of the high roller. His first bullet in the main event is unfortunately not a good one. Queens have been passed around to Mr. Chips now.
Oh, yes.
After a raise in the hijack from Juan with the 5-4. Well, this should be a race. Thinking about 9.
You reckon 9? It's gone for a flat 10.
Flat 10.
Oh, and in King's in the big.
Whoa! Boys, happening here.
Oh, this is Ian Simpson poker for you, everybody. Wow. Finds the Kings.
We can never flat.
No.
We can never fold.
Ian is going to go for a nice little click, I think.
What are we able to? 28.
Here's the little click from Ian, 22. And I think Mr. Chips, I don't know if he's going to be able to get away from this one. Because although it looks very, very strong, every once in a while there are players who are capable of pulling for bluff here, and Ian is certainly one of them. Oh, he just calls.
Just calls.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh dear. This is going in, isn't it?
5, 7, 5, 2 diamonds.
And 50k in the middle.
0.8 SBR.
I think Ian's probably going to go for quite a small bet here. If I had to guess. Maybe something in the region of even 12,000. That's what he does. That's 10,000, yeah. What do you reckon here? What do you reckon you're doing? He's all in, yeah.
Yeah, and a snap.
Understandable. Kings versus Queens.
No diamonds in play. So same scenario. 2 queens, they are both live. That doesn't get there.
In with a big pot there. Dangerous player to have 130k. Mr. Chips left with fumes by the looks of it. Oh, 20,000 actually. Not too bad.
Is it common in Brazil?
True.
Is it common in, what was it, 114 different nationalities that played the World Series?
True, but an outstanding percent of that would be,
American.
One second
Oh,
here.
straight back to the table. Look at this for cooler for Jack.
Ace King for Jack, but aces for, is it
Athea. Athea Ali, Manchester local.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's one of the roughest spots you can be in, getting Ace King into aces. But it does happen occasionally.
Well, we need runners. We need a lot of runners here.
Can we get at least a sweat?
We'd like a queen or a 10 on the turn.
A little sweat for the stream.
Any sweats, or is it?
No sweats.
No sweats. Jack has been eliminated. Unlucky, Jack.
It's very unlucky. What are you going to do?
Unlucky indeed.
Maybe with Ace King. Right, well, 30%. 1 in 3. Oh.
Well, still chop outs.
Yep.
So ace or a queen to chop. The problem for Mr. Chips, going to struggle to win this one out right now. Got the backdoor clubs.
Club for a sweat. Ooh.
Oh, well, now he's also got the 5 to win it outright. Imagine the running 5s.
Imagine. Okay.
Boost on the river. Small sweat for Vivi.
Well played. He got pretty unlucky before. He had a ton of chips and he picked up queens versus Ian's kings and lost a chunk of chips. Left himself with just 15 big blinds and gets it in. Sadly called by a better hand.
Oh dear, oh dear. Could this spell trouble for Easty? I'd personally jam this versus Davenport Tower. even though it's a gun open, because Matt will still open stuff like 6-7 suited, Queen 9 suited. He's just going to have a wider opening range than most, and Easty agrees. Yeah, this is a good jam. It's, against this particular opponent, this is going to be a winning jam for sure. Matt's going to probably have the widest gun opening range of the table. Unfortunately, some of the time,
You have it.
the man will wake up with it as he does. And there's the ISO.
And here comes the collection of the bag and the phone, and put his earpods away, stand up.
Finish the water. So, Easty.
Root for the 7, everybody. Root for the 7. It's none of anything.
4 or 5 for some sweats.
Yes.
George just put the 7 there.
4, 5, or a 7.
Boring old 3 on the turn.
Yeah.
So, Easty down to 2 outs.
Needs a 7. 7! And he's nice and 8.
I told you if he had 8s, he would have won. Easty says, I can't believe it. I watched you on stream the last 12 months. You've never had a hand. The one time I move all in, you have a hand. Of course you do, he's probably saying. Of course he's got queens, Easty's probably saying.